Tyler Ninja Blevins. You might know him as the Fortnite guy.
Oh my God!
Or the guy who wasn't seeing enough movement.
I'm not seeing enough movement.
Or maybe even the guy who's been dragging that one haircut meme.
Imagine if Ninja got a low table fade.
But if you take a look back at gaming and streaming over the last 5 to 10 years, you just might say that he is the guy who changed the game. More specifically, I think there's 4 things he did that played a major role in getting the state of gaming and streaming where it is today.
5K don't know if you get this dub, Ninja, you heard me?
The Ninja and Drake stream started a cultural shift that made gaming cool for the first time, taking it from being something people only really did or talked about with their closest friends to being something everyone was doing, talking about, watching, and even posting about on their Snapchat story. And he continued to keep gaming at the forefront of culture with cool branded celebrity collaborations, streams from Lollapalooza, and craziest of all, Times Square on New Year's Eve. Although most people only remember the meme that came from it.
One of the most popular dances is, of course, as we all know, the floss. And we are about to try to get 1 million people right now here together.
On paper, trying to get 1 million people in New York to do the floss at the same time, it was amazing. It was a great idea. In reality, when it was raining, freezing cold out for the last 7 hours and everyone had their hands in their pockets, I'm not seeing enough movement.
Please welcome Ninja.
What's up, guys? I'm Ninja, and we are doing a Wired autocomplete interview. What's up, GQ? I am Ninja, and these are my essential items.
Tyler Ninja Blevins, everybody!
At the height of his popularity, Ninja became the first streamer to go on a media tour, where he told the rest of the world about gaming, streaming, and Fortnite, making him the face of gaming as well as a household name. But what it also did was legitimize streaming, and it gave kids someone to point to when talking about streaming with their parents and relatives, while also addressing questions and concerns parents might have had about it.
People can make millions of dollars a year just from playing Fortnite.
One of the things that blew people's mind in this article was the quote that you make $500,000 a month. I don't believe it, because I believe you make a lot more than that.
What do you think of parents that don't want their kids playing Fortnite? And it's a big controversy there.
Dude, yeah, no, it's simple. Are they doing well in school? Are they doing well in their everyday activities? And if they are, then reward them. And if they're not, you know, it's a great motivational, you know, tool.
At this point, it was obvious that streaming wasn't going anywhere, and nobody was happier about that than Twitch, because they essentially had a monopoly on the industry. They had the largest streaming platform with all the top creators, and all those top creators were locked down with exclusivity contracts. But other companies wanted that to change.
As of today, I will be streaming exclusively on Mixer.
Having the biggest streamer on Twitch leave the platform opened the floodgates for all the other platforms looking to make their mark in the streaming world. And as they began offering Twitch's top streamers contracts to get them to leave, it sent Twitch into a panic, all but forcing them to offer their top talent contracts just to get them to stay. And while no one got a bigger bag from this than Ninja, the ripple effects of his move made a lot of streamers a lot of money. And it also changed the way the industry looked at and valued creators.
All right, I'm out.
Major news dropped just minutes ago.
Mixer dropped a surprise announcement by saying it's shutting down. They're giving up.
So the talks start up again, essentially. It's either YouTube or Twitch, right? That's what else?
After the Mixer deal, everyone was wondering if Ninja would sign his next deal with YouTube or Twitch. But Ninja had one last surprise up his sleeve.
I am Tyler Ninja Blevins, and I'm going to be live everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, maybe OnlyFans.
Now this was a huge deal because he was leaving millions of dollars on the table by not signing another deal, while also forfeiting his Twitch partnership. But still, all things considered, he chose to become the first multi-streamer because he believed he could bring about positive change for both current and future streamers of all sizes. And change came. But it probably took a lot longer than he expected.
One eternity later.
A year, a new CEO, and a dinner later, and Twitch finally announced they would allow partners and affiliates to multi-stream.
Our last announcement for the day is one the community has been vocal about regarding simulcasting. On my recent trip, a number of streamers talked about how they are leveraging these services to grow their Twitch community. So today we're taking this a step further and announcing that we are allowing simulcasting on any live streaming service.
And as a result, streamers now have the option to always multi-stream, occasionally multi-stream, or start a stream on Twitch and finish somewhere else. These days, hating on Ninja seems to be the popular thing to do. But look, whether you love or hate the guy, you've at least got to respect him, because streaming wouldn't be where it is today without him. He broke records, became the first mainstream gamer, made gaming and streaming more culturally relevant than it's ever been, and used his platform to bring about positive change that would benefit current and future streamers. At the end of the day, it's not like Ninja's some perfect person that you can't criticize, but historically, we don't remember people for being perfect. We remember people for things like their accomplishments, the impact they made, or change they brought about. And in the streaming world, Ninja changed the game.
Oh my god!